Justin Flanagan pulling off second in his moto, or second in his heat, third in the moto. Now, that boat was dead in the water yesterday. Now, here's Ashley and Jackson for a pass. Jackson gets in front of her. She goes for broke in the last. Jackson comes ahead. So, Jackson wins. No, they didn't miss. They both hit it. Yeah, I saw the buoy. So, Ashley and Jackson, great battle for the lead at the end. This will be one of those ones, folks, that when you have 30 minutes for your results to be contested, this is that case. Ashley was in the lead most of the race, shows to have a pass there at the end. If Jackson missed a buoy or something goes on, then Ashley is your winner. That's why you go and you look. So Charles Stackhouse there coming across the finish line. And we've got our Moto 3 participants, the 550s, coming to the line now. Justin Smith, how about this race? We're not in Texas, but I can tell you, don't call him a cowboy until you've seen him.
All right, thanks for coming back, guys. We had some technical difficulties. That was a new one for me. Not sure what the heck happened. Wi-Fi just disappeared on my laptop. My router's good. Everything else was transmitting, but my laptop is acting like Wi-Fi isn't a thing that exists. So, rearrange some stuff. I know it'll take a minute for everybody to find the stream again, but thanks for tuning back in. Thanks for bearing with us through this.
So the question for the medium shirt is, who was race of the day yesterday? What did they do, and what class were they in? You were not the race of the day yesterday. Go away. Okay, that's one answer. What did he do to be race of the day?
He beat everyone in half a lap.
He passed every rider in half a lap, and what race was that in? Take the shirt. That's close enough. Medium shirt goes to Tristan Hebert. We got another medium shirt giveaway after the race number 3. We're going to introduce you to him here in a minute. On the number 4, out of Vidor, Texas, Mrs. Law Firm Carly Henning-Harris. On the 427 out of Nederland, Texas, Jerry Riggs' own Racing Joshua Bro. Out of Austin, Texas, on the 201, that beautiful lightning ski, it's Chad Manson. On the 07, on the 550 out of Groves, Texas, coming way of Crystal Beach, that is Robert Dunlap.
I know you saw one, didn't you?
You saw, I did too, but you better go protest your results, because that might not be pretty if you missed a buoy. All right, folks. Do you wear a medium shirt? Let me come up with a trivia question real quick, and we'll see. So on the 504, that's Sean Carlson coming in front of us here. We did not introduce Ralph Henning. I don't believe he's out there, though. I think it's Jaden on the 52, which is Ralph Henning Ski. There's the Miss Law Firm, Carly Henning Harris. We say law firm when people use their original name and their new last name, their married name, and they have three names. Usually it's like Benton, Buxley, and Bradley, and that's known as a law firm. It does, but I'm going to answer my own trivia questions to make it fair. I'm okay. Oh, what was that? I might not have. I don't know. It might have been notes. I don't know. So a lot of people have been asking me about the ship off to the right there, the USCL ship. That's actually a rock ship. What they're going to do is load gravel and rock on both holds of that ship and carry it around the world to make driveways or construction or whatever happens. So a lot of neat pictures have been shown to me today with the ship over there. He's loading up whatever they're doing. There comes Robert Dunlap. We're going to see what this is. Robert Dunlap on the 07. He was your Moto 1 winner. Man, whatever this is, it's ruined. That's Jaden Rosado there on the 52, Good Times Racing Mafia, followed by Chad Manson there on the 201. Chad also in the X2 class. Then coming around, yeah, and I think we're combining sports spec with you guys too. So this is race 4 and race 6. But race 5, you're still good. Race 5, you're still good. That's Josh Bro on the 27, that LSU Lightning ski. Let's see. That's Carly on the backstretch. Robert's going through the horseshoe. Robert's chasing down. Now, wait a minute. Mark's working on a ski. Is Rylan in second or first? Robert's that far? God dang. So we know why. We know where a 750 pump is valuable in the water now. Man. So what Robert was talking about earlier is he actually did the 750 pump conversion, a 750 SS or an SX pump and a 550. Which sets it lower and sets it a little further back. It's a bigger pump, so it takes in more water and produces more thrust. But the problem with that is if you're using a 550 motor, it's actually a little bit underpowered. Most of the people were putting a 650 motor or a 750 in the ski, which is illegal in this class. Hey, buddy, you wear a medium shirt?
No.
You don't? I bet you 1, 2, and 3 are posted. Right? No? Le Mans start in which moto?
5.
In 5? Okay. Does everybody know how to do a Le Mans start?
Javi and Tristan said it's okay.
Okay. So that's 3, and there's 6 of y'all in the moto. So just make sure everybody's cool with it and they know what they're doing so we can get it over with. Moto 5?
But he's in a different class.
He is. So you all are going to let Christian go.
Yeah,
Christian is out. Trent, Javier, Tristan. So if Trent, Javier, and Tristan are okay with it, which you're Trent, and y'all make sure you stay clear of Christian, we'll do it.
Thanks for tuning back in, y'all. We had some technical difficulties, so I know when you go to rewatch this, you're going to have to chase down a couple different live stream links. Doing this off cell internet on top of a trailer out here on the beach. We'll go through the finish of Moto 10, so that's actually our 20th race, but it's Moto 10 for the second time, assuming we don't get blown away. The wind is picking up big time here. I've got everything set up here in a tent on top of a trailer, so assuming I don't get blown away and nothing else gives me a problem, we'll go through Moto 10. Looks like we're on Moto 4 right now, and we combined some, so that means we have, I think, 5 left, if I did my math right. And I think we might have somebody doing a Le Mans start on this one. We'll see. But thanks for tuning in. Share. Views help. We appreciate it. Helps us bring some sponsorship. Please support the guys that are supporting us.
Okay. He did that well on his own ski? We don't need Ralph's ski then. He did just as good. Good Times Mafia down there keeping me in check. I'm a member. And you don't go against the Mafia. Okay. Race number 6, Sports Spec, combined with race number 4, Rec Lights. We're going to introduce you to all of them right now. I believe that's Carly coming around and Sean. Yeah. And Charles, I no longer have a radio, buddy, so just scream. Race number 4, Runabout Amateur Rec Lights, Runabout Junior Rec Lights on the 149 out of Dripping Springs, Texas. Riding for Easy Race Products, it's Brianna Weiler. On the 636, that's the black and white Spark. Out of Round Rock, Texas, that is Matt Reeves. On the 405, he just got off a Moto win from Wichita, Kansas. Riding for 405 Motorsports, it's Action Jackson Lloyd. And on the 11, she was a part of that battle. Race of the day candidates so far, folks. Out of Montgomery, Texas, riding for the Race Lab Performance, it's Ashley Swool. That is race number 4. We're going to combine with race 6, which is Sport Spec, Sport Open. On the 13, that's that real pretty purple blaster out there. Out of Sedania, Texas, that is Todd Carlson. And on the 37, out of Liberty Hill, Texas, rides bulls for fun, rides jet skis for dough, it's Hendrix Smith. He told me just now he really liked the cowboy commentary. Don't call him a cowboy until you've seen him ride. He said, watch this. Says riding bulls is actually really good training for riding jet skis. I believe it. I think riding bulls is probably good training for anything. Christian, they're going to Le Mans start without you, buddy, so you're guaranteed a hole shot on the next one. Yeah, and I'm going to call it for you. Go tell your mom hi. Okay. Hendrick Smith getting a good blowout. He actually wants to hole shot these Rec Lights. He's excited to race with a more powerful ski. So we're going to watch Hendricks. Hendricks gets a great jump. I see the light. Terry likes hearing that. Hendricks looking over to his right. Now he knows the EXs are more powerful than him, so he's making sure he's going to cut a tight line. That 37 Deplorable Racing, JD 232 Racing and Salvage. Dale's Jet Sports built that boat along with Tim Judge and Kenny Sims. So it looks like Brianna maybe. No, that's Ashley on the outside, followed by Brianna. The two blue boats are together. Ashley running a tight line on the outside. Meanwhile, Hendricks coming on the inside. Will Hendricks pull off the hole shot? It looks like he will. Liberty Hill, Texas. Hendricks Smith with the hole shot on the little HX, followed by Matt Reeves, then Ashley Swoll, then Brianna, and Jackson Lloyd is in 4th. Moto 2 winner overall for the day, Robert Dunlap. Tell us about racing all the way up to 2nd place.
First place.
No. You didn't pass him before the end.
I was in first. I lapped early.
No, you lapped up to 2nd, so you almost lapped the whole field. You were just behind. That's impressive.
It's rough, but, we out there driving. Got the Outpost Power Sports motor doing work. Pro Watercraft components doing their job, keeping me just driving through the chop,
And where are you from?
Originally? Or where do I live now? Originally, I'm from Port Arthur, Texas.
Where do you live now?
Crystal Beach, Texas.
You ride in surf conditions.
98% of the time I ride in surf conditions, no smaller than about 3 feet.
And it's comparable to this or not?
Oh, yeah. Dirty, nasty, choppy, blowed out, pitted, terrible. Yeah.
So Robert does have the ability to ride flat water and surf, so that makes him very versatile. Yes, sir. So So we're talking offline about another racer in the vintage class named Jeff that raced with our series. They weren't able to come this weekend, but they've got a very heated rivalry on the 550. So I'm sure Jeff's watching this, laughing and saying that 750 pump still isn't taking on enough water.
Well, Jeff, who's your daddy now?
So they'll square off in Paris. Meanwhile, up front, Hendrick Smith on the Deplorable Racing, Smith Racing HX. In the lead in front of Matt Reeves. Ashley Swoll now up to second. Jackson Lloyd moving to third. Brianna there, it looks like she moved over to let everybody race. She's in a different class, so there's no reason to hold up everybody else. Again, this Rec Lights class, all the four skis right there together. Meanwhile, Hendrick Smith in Sport Spec, he's the only ski in his class riding his own race up front. And then Carlson there on the Blaster in the back, he's in the Sport Open class. Riding his own race. Race number 7. Race number 5. Sorry. You're right. We combined. Sorry. I get confused. Race number 5. We're going to do a Le Mans start with one class, and we're going to let Christian go in the second class. So Christian's going to get the whole shot, and Javier and Tristan and Trent are going to even up the odds on who can race fastest on foot, then start their jet ski, and then race their jet ski. Lewis Weiler, meanwhile, on the starting line there, watching his daughter Brianna. So she's in a heated battle now for third in her moto with Matt Reeves. Ashley now passing Matt Reeves on the split and mixing up Jackson right there with them. So 1, 2, and 3 still right there, one buoy apart. But Ashley making moves. Medium shirt wearer. Let me think. Should we go vintage history or new history? What to do? Probably best if I ask a question I don't know the answer to and somebody could teach me something. If you attended World Finals, no, that isn't right. We make it fair to everybody. Okay. Still thinking. All right, so Le Mans rules, boys, is you have to have one toe on something solid and one toe on something different. So if you want to use the berm there that you're lined up against, we used to do it with one toe in the water, one toe in the sand. That's how we always did it. So Hendricks actually moving up to his classmate there, Todd Carlson. He's going to put him a lap down. Hendricks told me that he wanted to show me what the Sea-Doo could do, and he was going to beat all the Rec Light skis. He's accomplishing that feat as we speak. Meanwhile, Jackson gets past Matt Reeves now for second, and the 2 sign is out, so 2 laps left. Ashley has a 1.5 buoy lead over Jackson. And she looks to be on cruise control in the horseshoe now. So Jackson's going to have to find something in that spark that he hasn't found yet. And it looks like in this class, Ashley could take the overall or second, guaranteed. I don't know the Moto math. I'm not keeping track. I'm just calling what I see. I have an ant crawling on me. Yep. I don't know where they are. They're right by my truck. I know that. All right. No. I didn't drop any Frito pie except one place. The best place. That's right. Hendrick Smith coming around for the white flag. Now, Hendrick's enjoying the inside splits today. Said that you're making up a lot of time on the inside splits. He's doing the Superman coming across for the checkered flag. Loves that HX. Never ridden a sit-down ski until the HX, and Tim Miller gave him a chance to ride it a few times, and he's really gotten used to it. Rode it at the World Finals last year for 5th place overall, which matched our best finish at the World Finals. Ashley Swell getting a big fist pump there. We're going to watch her celebrate when she comes across. Yeah, she likes that. Action Jackson Lloyd almost comes off. Oh, Action Jackson almost comes off on the last turn. There's Matt Reeves. So, to be true, the wreck lights so far, race of the day candidates. If you disagree, come with me, but I don't think you got a case.
Guys, and I ride for Team Commander. My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My name is Karis Webster and I race the Commander 1050 GP1. My favorite thing about this ski is it's the perfect transition from junior lights to the GP class.
Four laps. So watch this, folks. They're going to run from the beach. When the green light goes off, they're going to run from the beach, go to their ski, start it. We're going to let Christian go. Green light. And we've got Hebert in the front spot. He's at the ski first. Javier gets right behind him. Lanyards go in. Trent's actually started first. Javier like a bullet. Trent actually got to his lanyard first. Trent using the strategy of getting the lanyard loaded and the ski started. Javier getting in his normal starting spot. And Tristan doing the stumbling, bumbling, rumbling to his ski. Now, in the Moto, we've got Mr. Bain, Christian on the 405. What happened? We got a rider down. So Mr. Bain on the 405 getting the free pass to start on green. Will receive. No, that's not Tristan. That's Trent. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Javier Falcone with the hole shot from the Le Mans start. Wow. Kristen's going to check up and let Tristan by. Here comes Trent. Oh, my goodness. Javier Falcone in the lead going into the horseshoe. Tristan Hebert behind him, followed by Christian Bain on the 405. Then Trent Cornett on the 627. Race number 7. And I believe that's GP Ski. You are on deck. This is only 4 laps. They've got 1 in the books, 3 to go. Please make your way to the starting line. Want to thank our sponsors, Liquid Molly and Ride Now Power Sports, Jet Tribe, Nautiwater Racing, for our racing action today. The fine city of Lake Charles, right here on the mouth of the Calcasieu River, feeds beautiful Lake Charles. In the background, you've got LaBerge Casino and Golden Nugget Casino and Binion's Horseshoe Casino, and then Lakeshore Drive with the Lake Charles skyline, the Civic Center there, and the old Hibernian Tower. Excellent beach facility that we're on the grassed section. They've got beautiful new pickleball courts, and down further on the sand part of the beach, they've got volleyball, sand volleyball. It's actually very shallow out until about the middle of the course where the tower is. You can stand almost waist deep out to that point, and then you can go really probably about another 40 feet and not be actual chest deep for a good long ways here. Correct. It's only about a 5-foot to 10-foot average deep lake, so that's why it makes the condition so choppy. It's very shallow. The energy bounces off the surface to the bottom and back up. And great place for wading out here. And I mean, when I say wading, swimming. And then they dredge it. So they do have a dredge that comes so often and dredges the sand back up to the shoreline to keep it cultured. They have a wonderful staff that comes and keeps it clean for debris and different things. They discourage you using glass bottles. Here comes Christian across the line. Meanwhile, Javier using that Le Mans start to his advantage. Now a half lap over Tristan. Yes, indeed. Somebody turned the wind speed back from medium to high, so we appreciate that. I did. You said exactly what would happen. You called that. And I saw you looking on the line for, are they close to me? Are they close to me? And you just kept walking away from them. Well, we're going to try to get you another one, buddy. We don't want you to be out there alone. We want somebody to race with you. No. We're going to keep that. That one's going to stay, but that one's the formula. If we can duplicate that for less money, that's actually saying something. Because it's hard to beat the amount of money that's in that ski for as fast as it is. You okay? Okay. Ski running? Yep. No holes in it? No holes. It's always good. And you learned something too, didn't you? You were kind of scared something was going to be wrong and you couldn't fix it, and then you saw that it took a minute and a couple of efforts, but it's out there going good again, right? Good. That gives you confidence that you can. That gives you confidence that you can fix something. Nothing's ever broke, especially jet skis. Oh, dang it! The wind is winning, y'all. The winter wind. I have sunk a jet ski many times, my friend. And you know what? I don't mind sinking that much. Believe it or not, sinking is okay. I'm good with that. It's the blow-ups that I don't like. You sink one, you can drain one, and ride again. If you blow up one, that means you have to rebuild one, and that costs money. If you don't believe me, buy a Sea-Doo. No, well, hey, so the first Sea-Doo I ever owned just really impressed me out there in the sports spec class. The second Sea-Doo I owned, not as much. I miss it, though. I do miss my black and yellow very much. That was its name, Black and Yellow, affectionately known. It was the first ski that Chris McCluggage moved away from Yamaha to race. No, so Christian now is getting lapped the first time. Yeah, no, Tristan's successfully in second place, and Trent is in third, but Trent is not riding up to Tristan. Tristan, little bit far for him, but Javier also didn't catch him, so that's good. The Le Mans start was a good equalizer for them, but we may need to put an anchor on Javier for the next round. Listen, I told Javier something today, and this could be said for a lot of us, right? So Javier's been a stand-up rider since I've known him, young junior to now about to be a novice. He's getting close to aging out. And he's on a good ski on that 4-stroke Superjet. You see it in multiple classes. He's also raced Runabout. He's also raced Rec Lights. We've put him on an X2. We talked about that yesterday. So what Javier's finding out, though, is you can ride a bunch of different things and be okay or even be good. But at some point in time, all the effort that you put into one thing, you're going to discover a lot about yourself. And what I've seen in Adrian Fisk and Javier Falcon both this year is last year they were second, third place riders in the upper classes, and they were respectively good in their classes. Mark Marriott was also very good in the stand-up class. If Mark's watching, we miss you, Mark, and we know that this is your class that you used to ride. And also that Adrian and you were a great race, and now Robert and Adrian are shaping up to become that. But Adrian has stepped up his game, and these GPs aren't intimidating him as much as they did last year. He's out there willing to race with them, and he's showing that his skill on his SXR is almost unmatched. Now, the guys on these GP1s are learning them. Most of them are new to them, so they're getting used to them, or they don't have enough time to ride them except at the races. But to say that, back to the point, is Javier is figuring out something about that ski, about his abilities, and about himself that's saying, no matter what's in front of me, I can win this race. If it's a bad start, if it's rough water conditions, if there's a ski that's got more horsepower or a rider better than me, that's not phasing Javier Falcon. And he's going to continue to grow that way to where when he moves into the novice class and the amateur classes, it's not going to phase him. Where we see him winning now in the junior class, we're going to continue to see him win in the amateur classes. So great job to Javier, Tristan, and Trent. That's what we'd love to see. And we're getting ready for Ski GP race number 7. We're going to introduce you to them now. On the 12, out of Spicewood, Texas, the Austin jet skier Mike Myhills. Out of Mandeville, Louisiana, on the Bullet, number 24, Charles Ginchard. And on the 101, is he out there today? No, I didn't see him. They scratched him. On the 410, out of Sulphur Springs, Texas, riding for Elite Fireplace and Stove, it's Brian Snyder. On the 322, just got off one ski, back onto another ski, it's Trent Cornett. On the 11, out of Lavernia, Texas, that is Mason Katera. We just got done talking about him. Here he is on the 35 out of Houston, Texas, riding for Elite Optics. That is Adrian Fisk. And on the 07 out of Groves, Texas, way of Crystal Beach, that is Rob Dunlap. That is your Race 7 combined ski modified Pro Ski GP, Expert Ski Stock, and Veterans Ski GP. Again, I'll ask, most of the people that either video or photograph you on the water are on the water now, so if you would, break out your cameras and take pictures of these guys. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, they'll be out there a minute. That's the kind of sound I'm talking about right now, folks. That is jet ski racing. They are quick and nimble. We got one down? Yep. We got Mason down. Got a rider down on the inside of the course. That looks like Mr. Mason Katera. I'm going to get out of this. The ants is getting me, y'all. I'm coming. Nope. want to remind everyone we will have awards after this. And we do have your awards from Orange with us to collect if you still have your certificates. I can't see from this high up. There we go. That's better. All right. So Adrian making short work of the start there. He's leading the Moto. He's that black and white and red 35 coming across the front right now. The wind is picking up, so we've got actual white caps on the water. He's followed in second place by Mike Myhills. That's that beautiful blue and green GP1. Followed by, now as the water's getting rougher, like I said, the heavier skis are starting to show their worth. That's the 07 or the 7, Robert Dunlap. Followed by Trent Cornett now, who's had plenty of laps today. Trent told me there's something that makes sense. So his off-season sport is football, and the favorite thing he loves about football is the contact. So riding a jet ski a lot of the times involves a lot of contact, and if Trent thrives on that, then jet skiing's a good sport for him. Now we've got Mason Katera and Charles Ginchard together. These skis are not easy to ride, folks. They are very fast, and when they bounce around like this, it's hard to put that power to the water. Jet skis are meant to be in the water, not the air. So as you see Adrian and Robert on the heavier stock jet skis, they're staying in the water better because they're heavier. So they're able to go faster with less power than the GP1s. Brian knows that Adrian's coming around to lap him. Brian is our race director, so he's usually the one up holding the flags, telling you you're a lap down to get out of the leader's way. So he knows, got good course presence, and knows to stay out of the lead lap's way. He's riding his own race. So there's Mike Myhills again, Austin jet skier. Got a chance to look at that boat as he unloaded it yesterday. The inside of it is just as beautiful as the outside. I was very impressed with the new GP1 hull, how they it looks like Mason. No, it looks like Mason. Or it could be Trent. Let me see. No, we got another rider. It is Mason. Mason's down on the backstretch. And we've got Trent down on the horseshoe, but he's back up. Looks like Mason's going to need a whole lot of help to get to his ski. Yeah, so we need one horse marshal for the 11 commander on the backstretch. And we're going to need another course marshal to get him to that ski. So we call that legal separation. And they're laughing like, wait, what? Yes, when you fall off your ski and your ski keeps going and you have to swim that far to it, that's legal separation. It's okay. It's in the law book. Legal separation. Look it up. No one wants separation, okay? Nobody. But sometimes it's necessary. Correct. Now, on a runabout, we call that a yard sale because everything goes off then. Nothing stays. Ski goes one way, you go another. Ski class, we call it legal separation. So we got Adrian going through the horseshoe. We got Mike Myhills coming off the splits. Then we got Trent Cornett riding up to Mike Myhills. So I know Terry's happy about that. Loves seeing that GP1 race up in the class. Doesn't expect it to start the way the other ones do. It's down in horsepower, but loves to see its performance and handling again. It doesn't always mean the most expensive ski with the most power is your winner. You're seeing right now that the SXRs and even the TR1 GP1 with the less power is actually a better platform in this style of course, the choppy course. Now here comes Trent. Trent coming to the horseshoe, going to the outside, makes the pass on Mike Myhills. So give second place in the moto now to Trent Cornett. Bravo. Tristan likes it too. All right, so there comes Adrian Fisk. He's going to take the checkered flag and go through the finish line to get scored. He's done for the day. Adrian, yeah, we need one holder for Pablo. Lewis has got 2 holders. Greg's got 2 holders. And Sean is going to need a holder. Mr. Falcone, is that where you're headed? Yeah, okay. So we got what we need? No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. Where's Josh going? We need a holder. You're getting your gloves. Oh, he's being smart. He's going to put his goggles on to not get sprayed down. Yep. Oh, X2 is next. You're right. You right. I wrong. What are you looking at, Ralph? After the runabouts, yeah. Yeah. Get your hearing checked. I know your eyes are good now. You got those fixed. But now we got to work on that hearing. Yeah. Hey, at least your hands don't shake. And your leg still works. And your plumbing's good. Yeah. No, your plumbing's fine. I've seen your plumbing. I haven't said anything about Kevin today. Kevin Gardner, Father of the Year, son-in-law of the decade, husband of the eternity. Yeah. So, Kevin, the bravest man alive, he's got a house of 2 diva princesses. We got to work on at least getting him a man dog. We need one more holder to the line. Yeah, one. Okay. We can get you one. Oh, wait. No, Josh isn't going to do it now. Evans racing. Can we get a holder for Pablo Pagan, please? One holder for Pablo Pagan. He's gone. Oh, Josh is going to do it. Okay, cool. All right. Josh Bro to the rescue. Jerry Rig Racing. Big Chiefin. Bro got the proper last name for Louisiana. Go Bro, which is Geaux. Breaux. Josh likes X2 because of the X in his name. That's pretty cool. Told me that once in a heated moment. So probably right now this is the worst we've seen the course today. And not still quite as bad as the worst it was yesterday. I would guess the wind speed is above 20 knots right now, but not quite as bad as it was yesterday, which the worst was at 30. Yeah, highest wind we had yesterday was at 30. Well, again, it's like I said, the lake is shallow, so the energy comes, when the waves are whipped by the wind, the energy shrinks down and then comes back up and creates the chop. So you actually have one part that's a wave and then one part that's a roller, chop, all that fun stuff. But it's not any fun out there. Pablo Pagan on the 787. 130, that's Lewis Weiler. 413, that's Greg Swool. And on the 72, that is Sean Whitaker. Lights are yellow. We're going to check one. Green light. I see the light. Light it up. Race number 9. Race number 9. I believe that's X2 everything. Okay. Lewis Weiler now with the jump out front. Sean Whitaker with an enormous head of steam on the outside. Holds it together to go around the first yellow. Now comes into the red. Sean Whitaker way out front as far as the starts go. But, Lewis Weiler with a bobble. Lewis Weiler, same as yesterday with the bobble, same spot. Pablo Pagan behind him. Lewis Weiler now with the shot, followed in second place by Sean Whitaker. Pablo Pagan going to check up. They both go around the yellow buoy clean. Greg Swole. Wait, he said no, it's Swole. Cool Swole, got it. Sean Whitaker in second. Pablo Pagan in third. Lewis Wilder in the first. Yamaha, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo. Sean actually doing a wind dance for rougher conditions for the 300 to come in play. He got his wish. It's hard to believe the rougher the water is, the ski can actually ride better, but we're seeing it happen now. Sean, believe it or not, has a chance in this. Wilder, a good rider, but the rougher conditions making it tougher for him to make these corners in the bottom of the splits. He does great in the outside, but watch him as he comes in. When things start to get tight, the ski does not perform the same. He's good here. He checks a little there. He checks a little here, and that's opening up for Sean. Checks there. Checks there. And then he's going to open it up right here. He's good. Throttle. That's 80 miles an hour right there, folks. That quick. Now, Sean comes around. That's 80 miles an hour. But here comes Pagan. Pagan gets around Swole. Now coming back, and Sean's going to transfer from chase to defend. And that's going to open up the door for Weiler. Weiler's going to get away a little bit as Pagan comes up to Whitaker. Now Sean sees that Pablo's coming. Now he's going to make the boat wide. Instead of cutting it in tight, he's going to go out a little bit wider, forcing Pagan either to jump underneath him or force him out even wider to slow him down. Watch. Sean's going to go wide. Pagan tries to duck in underneath him. Can't do it. See the wall of water there? He wants to avoid that. Now Whitaker's going to go tight, forcing Pagan to go outside again. Sean is diamonding the corners to turn down the edges. Pablo is going buoy to buoy. Now Pablo has caught Sean. As you see, Weiler's pulling away while these two are racing. Sean is defending. Pablo now shows a nose. They all three go to the inside. Now this is where Pablo misses a buoy. Pablo Pagan misses a buoy. Sean Whitaker solely in second place now. Someone from Pablo's corner tell him he missed a buoy to make up the black buoy on the next round. He does not want to lose third place for the overall. Pagan missed two? No. Weiler misses one. So someone from Weiler's camp, let him know he missed a buoy. He's got to go around, which means Sean Whitaker could inherit the lead. Sean now going off defense, back onto offense to catch Weiler. Now, if Weiler does not make up the lost buoy, that defaults Sean Whitaker to the lead. I don't believe he had a high enough finish in Moto 1 for the overall, but I don't know where they scored him. Speaking of which, no messenger has come, but I'm willing to bet that 6 and 7 are posted with 30 minutes, and we're going to close 1 through 5. I know what you're doing down there, Shanti. I have telepathy. Okay. Losing my voice. Ashley, are you race of the day candidate number 1 or not? Are you race of the day candidate number 1 or not? Come on. You got to want it. Say yes, and if you think Adrian has done a better job than you guys have, then we'll have a talk. Exactly. And poor Hendricks, there you go. Oh no! Now Whitaker loses another gap, but Whitaker inherits the lead. Now this is what I'm talking about. Weiler picks up the black buoy. Pagan picks up the black buoy. They're now back on the lead lap with 2 to go. So here's why we do this, folks. Sean Whitaker out front, 2 buoys ahead. 2 faster skis are behind him. This is the time you make or break. There are no rules now. It is make it happen no matter what. Weiler and Pagan duke it out. Pagan stays in third. Weiler in second. Whitaker out front. Just 2 laps to go. Whitaker on that big Kawasaki out front. Weiler on the GP in second. Here comes Pagan on the back of the horseshoe. Wide he goes. Throttle down. Cuts to the inside. 1 short right to go and power down. Whitaker saw something on the inside and now says, I want to take the outside. The GPs, I guarantee you, will take the inside. Whitaker bobbles. Whitaker bobbles on the outside. Pagan takes the outside. Weiler on the inside. They're all on the lead lap. We can throw a rag on 1 through 3. Whitaker on the outside. Weiler bobbles on the inside. 2 buoys to go. Whitaker takes the black buoy. Pagan misses a buoy. Pagan misses a buoy. Weiler takes over the lead. So Pagan has to take the makeup now. He can race in front of Whitaker, but it's not going to matter. What a wild finish, last lap. Charles Ginchard, are you getting this? We couldn't pay good money to see better racing than this. Whitaker holding off Pagan, chasing down Weiler. Weiler on the lead lap. Whitaker has to take the black buoy. Pagan a buoy down. No, Whitaker's on the lead lap. Pagan is a lap down. So the race is for first and second. Third is owned by Pagan. Now, you know they're going to do the splits. They're not going to follow each other. If Weiler takes the inside, Whitaker's got to follow him. He's faster. They both take the inside. Now it's a mistake. A mistake can win it. Win it or wear it, folks. We got a rider down on the backstretch. That's Pagan. That's Pagan down. Weiler checks up. Sean gathers it up. Weiler checks up again. Sean goes underneath him. They're bumper to bumper. Weiler comes around. Spins out. Whitaker behind him. Oh, and Whitaker spins out. Whitaker spins out. What a race, folks. What a race. I tell you what, both of those guys are spent. That's their last race of the day. They put it all on the line for us. Give them an enormous round of applause. Once they get up and they start loading up, we really need to talk to Adrian, Lewis Weiler, Sean Whitaker, and Jackson Lloyd. When the other guy did not have to make up the
Guys, and I ride for Team Commander. My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My name is Karis Webster and I race the Commander 1050 GP1. My favorite thing about this ski is it's the perfect transition from junior lights to the GP class.
The Wreck lights, everybody in that class race well. But right there, Lewis Weiler, Pablo Pagan, Sean Whitaker just put on a show, folks. Pablo is back up on his ski, and he's going to finish fourth in the moto because he fell, but he should still be third overall. Should be, because I believe he finished first in the first. Oh, well, okay, then he's getting his points. That's true. I forgot. It's mixed classes, so. What a race. Where's Josie? I see her. Okay. She's with my hero. We need a hero. His name is Kevin Flan. Kevin, do you know what you do well in the jet ski world? You're a wonderful holder, too. You're a really good holder. Yeah. I know. He's for hire. It's his birthday. Well, yesterday was. Or no, Thursday or Friday. Wednesday was. Are you even 40 years old yet? No? God. Did you know what you were getting into when you met Gage? Kinda? She... All right, here's the best smell of the day coming up. Klotz, Maxima, Liquid Molly. It smells like a barbecue contest of oil. Not a bad sound either. That's 650s, 750s, and 800s all mixed together. Sounds like a symphony orchestra. No, I don't know. If there's a full line of 550s, I'll give you some credit. But, boy, those modified 750s just sound good.
HBO was the motor race that made sound.
Yeah. No, believe it or no, I don't think so.
What about fight?
Buddy, look, so we're going to have a talk, but that was the race of the weekend, in my opinion. No, you did. You made the right move. Sure. Absolutely. Okay, so we've picked up a rose gold Apple Watch SE, and we'll hit. There is a picture of it. There's a picture on it. Thank you. Of a cactus. So if you have dropped your Apple Watch SE and you have a picture of your honey under a cactus, then come see us. We have it up here at the bleachers. Terry, I would be willing to bet you're telling me that race 6 and... No? Okay. Well, we'll say it. Race 6, 7, and 8 are closed. No, 8's still open. Actually, Sean, you need to go see how they scored you, buddy. You need to go to the scorer's tent. Sean, Pablo, and Lewis, go to the scorer's tent and see how that played out. We're going to call the action. Again, if you've lost an Apple Watch, we have it up here. It's on my clipboard. Let's see. I believe that's Ralph Henning in the lead. That's Josh Bro being towed in on the hook. Carlson on that green ski. I remember that. Uh-oh. His lanyard, he's balled and chained, y'all. Ralph Henning on the 21X2. That's GC Mechanics. Excuse me. Followed by Tanner Katera on the 11. He's having an issue. Told me he was taking on water. So Ralph Henning's in the lead on the 21 out of Mauriceville, Texas. Followed by, yeah, that's Ty there beaching his X2 before it sinks. Smart. And then here comes Mark Rosado out of Lumberton, Texas. He's a JD 232 racing rider. Mark Rosado's the dad of Jalen and Rylan, and they all come race together. It's a family affair. And 720, Evan Wade Hoffer behind Mark. And then Chad there coming up. Plug wrench for Bro. Flathead. Oh, it's a hose. A hose. It's a hose. Don't look at me like that. Here it comes. I don't think Ty's going to get back underway. I don't think so. I hope he's not hydrolocked. What are we doing? There goes Chad around Evan on the horseshoe. So Mark's holding second. Josh is over here in the work area. They're going to get his hose back on the fitting and clamp back down and back underway. So X2 vintage is not a national class, but 550 vintage is. So a lot of these guys are racing X2 because it's offered. They decided, we're going to bring our X2s and all race against each other. And then on the further away races that they can only bring skis, they'll bring the 550s and all race each other. But usually in the traveling distance like this, instead of riding both classes, some of them do, like Chad does, Josh does. Ralph will only put effort in on one class, which he likes his X2. He built it last year and didn't have a lot of chance to race it because they didn't offer the class. So when they get together and all decide they'll race each other, then he brings it. Then, of course, Ty out there, Katera, he's the class of the field. He's got the biggest engine out of all of them. It's an engine out of an 800 SXR. And then he actually has a dual exhaust on that ski, which is probably one of the culprits today. When you run more exhaust holes, that gives water more chances to get in the hull. And when these hulls take on enough water, the engine on an X2, folks, is very, very low in the hull, but the hood level is actually right even with the carburetor. So for whatever reason, if it starts taking on water, it doesn't take much water for these X2s to sink. So they're very, very susceptible for being sunk, and any amount of water that gets in them, it's just a matter of time. Now, Ralph, what is he doing? He's on the backstretch alone. And we've got a battle for second now. Everybody's caught up to Mark Rosado. So Mark Rosado's holding his own in second. Oh, I'm sorry. Josh Bro is a few laps down. So what Josh is actually trying to do is race back up past Chad and Evan there to get a lap back from them. He won't have enough time to catch Mark or Ralph, but most likely he'll pull off a fifth in the Moto because Mr. Katera is not going to be able to finish. Race number 9. Is that right? That's what we're on. So race 10 is our last race of the day. Trent is not in it. No. So Trent's done for the day. My buddy Trent, I'd love watching you race, man. And I know you're out there working hard, loading all your stuff up because you're a hard worker. I've enjoyed our talk this weekend. Again, my name is Joey Domingue, and I am your voice of the Lone Star Series for Nautiwater Racing. Want to thank Liquid Molly, Commander Industries, and Nautiwater Racing for putting on our event today. Want to give an enormous shout-out to Ride Motorsports across the country, and Terry Hebert and his family for putting up with me. I'm a bad communicator, so I don't text or talk the way I should. I expect a lot, but don't ask for a lot. And they tell me that I help them tremendously by announcing these races and getting. Seven or 8 or now 9, you have 30 minutes, and then we'll have the results in the awards after this next race. If you're starting to pack up, please police your area and pick up your trash and put them in the beautiful red cans that are distributed out. Don't leave any food because that attracts ants, and the people in Lake Charles don't want to inherit our ant problem. If you see any spectators from Lake Charles, thank them for showing up and watching us. Remind them that we're online today so they can watch these events over. If they missed some of them from this morning and they kind of wonder what we're all talking about, they can go back and watch them at nautiwaterracing.com, on our Facebook page, Instagram. We have a YouTube channel. Charles Ginchard Photography is up there. If you ever needed a photographer for anything, any event, wedding or anniversary or child graduation or your home, Charles is an award-winning photographer. Adrian Fisk, also with us, award-winning photographer. And if you saw the drone flying earlier, that's actually Adrian as well. Adrian, a qualified drone pilot. So he took a aerial of the beach in the starting. I took a gimbal of the beach, and I'll post that later tonight. Actually, you know what? And I didn't video myself commentating, so I got one more chance. I bought this for Disneyland, and this is a little bit valuable tool for not being
When I'm looking for high quality performance oil, Liquid Molly Marine is my go-to oil. 2-stroke and 4-stroke, on and off the track. It's the best choice for me, and it should be yours as well.
My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My favorite thing about the new GP1 is how easy it was to set up. We just threw an engine in, threw a pump in, and we're winning races.
My favorite thing about the new GP1 is how it's made in America and how much stronger they are.
He's still out there. What's he talking about? Courtney, our court martial extraordinaire, has recovered a tree from Lake Charles. There's actually a tree log floating out there. Racers call it a log jump. Evan's telling me that Pablo Pagan's visor is floating out there somewhere. So everybody give Courtney a huge round of applause for collecting the log jump. No, that's not Courtney. That's Rob Crow. That is Rob Crow. Hey, and you know Earth Day is coming up on April 20th, Rob, so we can plant a tree in your honor on April 20th. Rob Crow earning a new nickname, Tree Hugger. We got to get this. So this is Joey Domingue coming at you from Nautiwater Racing in Lake Charles, Texas, where we have just witnessed Course Marshal Rob Crow rescue a tree from the lake and bring it up to shore. Rob Crow, champion tree hugger extraordinaire. There he comes. There's my buddy. He's done for the day. Now, we got to start on this race number 10. That's Mike Myhills on the 5. Javier Falcone, who has won this moto 3 times this weekend, is going to elect to start last and race up. We talked about that this morning. Why are you not in this race? Is it an age thing? No? Huh? Oh. Well, you have a 4-stroke Superjet. There's no reason you shouldn't race it. Oh, at the next round. You're right. Okay. Go swim out there and get your visor. All right. So we got Mike Myhills on the inside. He's going to take the whole shot, followed by Mason Katera. Then Tristan's going to get in front of him. But Javier said that he wanted to let everyone go, and he wants to try to race up through the field. So we're going to watch that. Javier is the smallest rider in the class. He's wearing the bright orange wetsuit on the 106. So he let everyone start in front of him, and now he's going to attempt to race up through the field before the laps run out. So right now he's still in 4. Tristan goes down, so Mason and Javier are going to both get around Tristan here. So that's going to be 1 chip cashed in for Javier for free. He's not going to have to work for that one. Let's see. Oh, now Katera goes down, so cash in 2 chips for free for Javier. Javier putting on the pressure and forcing a mistake. But now he's got to get out that big offshore fishing reel to reel in Mike Myhills in 3 laps. They said it was out there floating. Yeah, they said it's out there floating, so one of the course marshals may see it and pick it up. There's a radio. Tell them. I mean, we've been talking about it, but yeah, it's possible. If you lost an Apple Watch, rose gold, I have one up here. What color is it? Is it orange? Red and black. That's going to be easy to find. Okay, so now we've got Mike Myhills on the inside. We're going to say 2 laps left to go, halfway. Mike going a little wide around that last one, but he knows Javier's coming. He looked over. He sees Javier's coming. Now he knows he's got 2 laps. So he's going to pour the speed on. That's Austin jet skier Mike Myhills. Now, Javier was 2 buoys behind. Now he's only 1 buoy behind. No, he's got 2 laps left. So as reeling in happens, Javier actually has already made up half the time he needed to in just 1 lap. So theoretically, he has enough time to win this moto. But we all know if we're racers, getting to Mike Myhills is one thing. Getting past him is another. And he is not going to let Javier past him. He is going to defend his spot. So now Javier is in 1 buoy of Mike. They're coming out of the back of the horseshoe. Mike goes wide to keep his momentum up. Javier follows him. And as I told you guys earlier, Javier is learning something about himself that he has figured out on that jet ski. He knows he can follow someone faster than riding his own race. So he's matching everything Mike Myhills is doing, but trying to do it just half a second faster. He knows in his head that he's only got 2 laps left. Now he goes for broke. He's going to go to the outside, meaning his speed is going to carry him through. Mike Myhills is going to ride a perfect lap on the inside. He's got smooth water. He goes tight on that corner. He goes he goes wide on this corner, which means he's going to be shallow on this one. There you go. Now he's going to come around and he's going to gather it all up. Javier's not doing it this time. No, sir. Javier actually lost ground on this one. 1 lap left to go. So everything Javier just did on that last lap, he lost right here. But he's making it back up at that point where everybody's slowing down for that yellow buoy. Javier is not. Now he's back up to Mike, just where he was the lap before. 9 turns to go. Here he comes. Into the horseshoe. Mike Myhills is going to go short. Javier's going to go wide, which means Javier's going to be on the inside of the next corner. Myhills on the inside. Javier on the outside. He gathers it up, takes a spray bath. Myhills now crosses over to the inside. Javier to the way outside. What's he going to do? Here it's going to be. No jet wash for Javier. He's still right there. They're going to pour the speed on right here. Full throttle. Look at Javier go. Now he's going to do the same thing. He's going to take the outside. This is the last time in the splits. Javier bobbles. Takes the outside. Now he's going to hope that Mike Myhills makes a mistake. That's all he's got left. He's got to ride the best he's ridden this spot yet and do all the speed he can and hope Myhills makes a mistake. Myhills bobbles just a little bit. Javier does not. Javier right now actually is ahead. Javier is 1 buoy ahead, but he's got 60 feet to make up. One last turn for Javier and a handful of throttle. One last turn for Myhills. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Come on, Javier. Come on, Javier. 1 turn to go. 1 turn to go. Mike Myhills holds off Javier Falcone, half his age. That was awesome because he's never done that before. He's always started with everybody and raced. That is the first time he started last, and he ended up right at the end where he should have been. He'll learn. Yes, it looks like you. Perfect. Absolutely. We have reconnected the Apple Watch with its owner. Thank you very much for saying something. She's wearing a Tron shirt. I've rode Tron. That's
My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My favorite thing about the new GP1 is how easy it was to set up. We just threw an engine in, threw a pump in, and we're winning races.
My favorite thing about the new GP1 is how it's made in America and how much stronger they are.
And we also want to say we haven't recognized him at all this year, or this weekend. This year we did in Orange. The Lake Authority, so the Marshal Service that's doing our security locally, they're next to us. That's your boys out on the water.
Webster, founder of Commander Industries. We just want to go over what comes with your Commander GP1 hull kit. The hulls will come to you with your nose and wings already mounted on your ski, all your hardware with your bushings and everything all put in place. Your handle pole bracket will already be drilled for installing it. Your hood has its vents put in. It has the hood seals are already installed. It's basically aligned and ready to go. Your rear sponsons are installed and sealed in place. All of the holes are drilled and tapped for your ride plate, your intake grate. All your fittings are put in place as far as your pump shoe, your pump plate, your water lines, steering cable bracket. All that's already pre-done for you, so you don't have to do any of those things once you receive it. Your bulkhead bearing carrier is drilled, tapped, and positioned and aligned for drive shaft alignment. You have your fittings for your steering cable. One of the cables is for steering. One of the holes is for steering cable. The other one is for your, if you utilize a drop nozzle, 2.5-inch stainless steel exhaust that goes all the way through with a sealed on the end with a billet aluminum bezel. Because we've already drilled, tapped, aligned all your engine driveline components, then you have to just transfer everything out of your SXR and into the new hull. Everything that you need will come with the boat, as far as being able to attach your motor to your driveline, for your steering cable, your couplers, ride plate, intake rate, that's all done. All your hardware for your pump is already included, and the rest of it is just used off of your SXR. So at Commander, we have two different options. You can get your pre-prepped hull packet, or you can do a complete turnkey boat where we supply you with everything you're going to need, including a new SXR, or if you have an existing SXR, you can send it to us, and we can use that as a donor for the build. So if you choose to go with a turnkey package from us, then what you'll receive when the boat's completed is a complete, ready to go to the starting line boat. With either choice, you have the ability to choose your colors of everything that you want on the boat. You choose your top deck color, your bottom deck color, choose your graphic kit colors, you choose your matte colors. You can utilize the commandergp1.com design studio, and it allows you to go through and try all kinds of different color combinations, not only on the hull, but also on your graphics.
All right, everybody, I think you can hear the wind has kicked up. We have wrapped up our racing here from beautiful Lake Charles, Louisiana. Thanks to all our sponsors. We had Ride Now Power Sports, Anderson Power Sports, Commander, Liquid Moly Marine, and all our other standard series sponsors. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. Thanks for dealing with the technical difficulties we had. That's just the challenge of doing this from a beach. But yeah, when you guys are looking, you ought to see several different live stream links if you want to look at the entire thing. When you get home, take a look, see how you did. Feel free to clip pieces of you out there and use them on social media. We're just happy to see it get shared. So I'm Charles Ginchard, signing off. Thanks so much, and shoot, I forget where our next race is. We'll be seeing y'all soon. Take care.